So we're just gonna ignore the fact that my hair is totally a mess. Quarantine life, am I right? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a good day. If you are, comment down. I'm having a great day. And if you're not, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Hannah Montana. Speaking of Hannah Montana is a TV show, and this video is about TV shows. So basically in this video, I decided to watch 10 popular TV shows that are trending right now or have trended in the past and review them essentially, because while you're at home, you might be like, I want to watch a TV show that's popular, but I don't know if I want to like waste my time watching a show that I won't like. So I did that work for you, and I watched 10 popular TV shows, and I'm gonna tell you if you should watch them. So the rules: number 1, watch the first episode of a popular TV show that's either on Hulu or Netflix. Rule number 2, only watch the first episode. Number 3, review it just based off the first episode and give it a grade. Number 4 is to tell you if it's worth the hype or not, and number 5 is there is no number 5. Let's watch the TV shows. I've literally heard so much about this show, and I think I'm gonna really like it because I love these like comedies like Parks and Rec, so I'm assuming I'll like this show too. I've seen like one scene from it when the main character guy, I think his name is Jake, does that like I want it that way thing while he's interviewing the suspects. That's all I know about the show. Let's get watching. Also, this is the only show that I'm gonna watch that's on Hulu too, I think. So see ya in what, 22 minutes? There are 140. That's so many. That was very hilarious. I really liked it. It's rare that a show actually makes me like totally laugh out loud, but I did within the first 5 seconds. It reminds me a lot of the show Psych. So my rating for this, honestly, it's 10 out of 10. We're probably gonna go down from here. I'm totally continuing to watch this, and it is for sure worth the hype. So go watch this now. This is like blowing up on the internet. Obviously, you've probably seen it. Normally, I would not watch like a type of show like this just because, first of all, I don't like watching shows that are super long. Second of all, I don't really like watch documentaries like this style. But you know, gotta keep an open mind. Everyone seems to like it, so let's watch it while I eat my acai bowl. It says 99% match, so that should be a good sign. Well, that was a wild. I don't know, it's like very quirky, and it like really shows that there's like 2 sides to every single story ever. It's just, I think it's produced and directed very well. It's really well done, so it gets a 9 out of 10. I think I'll continue watching it just because I really want to see what happens, and then I'll finally understand whenever people talk about it on Twitter. And I think it's definitely worth the hype. If you were interested in like weird offbeat crime stories, then this is the show for you. I don't know much about this show other than a lot of people like it, and when I was researching shows to watch for this video, this like kept popping up in my recommended on Netflix, and it seems like it's a thriller. So, and I like thrillers. Let's see if I like it. That was intense. It was good. There was a lot of plot, which I liked, and the action like started right away of like the characters committing the crime or whatever, committing the heist. I recommend if you like thriller, crime stuff, and action adventure type things. 8.5 out of 10, just because I was a little bit confused during some of it. So that's why it gets an 8.5. I think I'm gonna continue watching this show at some point if I find time, and I think it's worth the hype. My review, that was weird. Like, it was good, but it's also like just kind of strange. I don't really know how to explain it. The show's like not exactly targeted to my age group because I am not a full adult. So it was funny, but I just think I would enjoy it a lot more if I were like 35, honestly. Give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I actually probably will keep watching it just because I like comedies, and this is kind of an offbeat comedy. Is it worth the hype? Yeah. So I watched the first episode. It was a little bit like gory too, and I don't really like that either. Like I can handle it, but I just don't like it as much. So then the comedy was really funny, and the like lines, whoever wrote it is very creative and very quirky, and I like that. So I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I think I'll probably continue it just like when I need something just funny and like weird to watch. You know, sometimes you're just in the mood to watch like weird shows. So that definitely fits the box. I think it is worth the hype because it's just so weird. Here's a show that everybody and their mother is talking about right now. So, you know, kind of like The Bachelor, but like cooler. It's a 98% match for me on Netflix, so I think that is a good sign. Let's watch. Okay, I'm like less than 5 minutes in and I already think this is so good because it's like a dating show, but then they don't see each other, so it's more about like emotional connection. So let's keep watching and I'll stop talking. Oh my gosh, okay, I just finished the first episode. Of course, they leave it on like a cliffhanger. That's so annoying. But obviously, I'm gonna continue watching it. Let me just say, the show is really, really good. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10. I don't think I've ever watched a dating show in my life that's not like realistic, but it's more real, if that makes sense. So that's why it's good. I totally recommend this. There's a lot of like action happening too, so you don't get bored. Like I did not pick up my phone once while watching this, which is saying a lot, because normally I pick up my phone like 20 times or do something else when watching TV because I kind of get a little bit bored, but this did not get bored, so that was a good thing. This is definitely worth the hype. I'll be right back because I need to see what happens in the next episode. It's like one of those dark shows, dark drama shows. It's not something that I would normally watch, but you know, watching a show about a stalker sounds kind of fun, right? It could be. Everybody really likes this show too, so why would people be talking about it and liking it and renewing it for a third season if the show was bad? So it has to be pretty good. Oh my gosh, okay, that show was so weird, but like a good weird. I'm glad I watched that. It's definitely worth the hype. I give it like a 9 out of 10. It was really good. Let me explain why. It takes place in New York City, and it's like the aesthetic is really dark, which matches the premise of like the dialogue and stuff, and it's cool how like the stalker guy Joe, he doesn't really like talk that much. He just narrates the whole thing of like what's going on in his head. In the first episode already a bunch of stuff happened, and I'm definitely gonna keep watching this. If you're looking for something like dark and odd, then you should watch the show. This has only been trending recently because I think they just released new episodes of this, but this is basically just one of those teen dramas about like football. I think I like watching football. I'm not big into teen dramas. This one also is like in the 90s as a percentage match for me on Netflix. So let's get watching. Yeah, it's a 98% match. Okay, so that show is pretty good. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It's based on a true story, kind of, or it's inspired by a true story, which is kind of cool. I just think it's so funny in these teen dramas, how the teenagers are supposed to be like 16ish, and all the actors are like probably 25 in real life and not 16. I think it is worth the hype. I would rather see this type of show as like a movie, because I feel like it's more of like a movie type sports drama thing, you know? Like if I get really bored, I think I'll continue watching this, but if you really like teen dramas and like sports types movies, this is the show for you. This is a 96% match on Netflix, and basically this is just a teen comedy, I guess. It's supposed to be really funny, and honestly I'd rather watch a comedy than a drama because comedies are more funny. So let's watch it. So that show, it was good, but it just wasn't my like favorite thing, just because I don't know, I don't really like when comedy and drama mix, but I can see why a bunch of other people like this. So for me, I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10, but I feel like if you like comedy dramas, you would like the show a lot. And as I said, it's not my favorite, don't want to offend anybody, but it wasn't like terrible. Worth the hype? I think so, if you are into drama comedies. Okay, so this show is really good. It's very fantasy, it's very plot driven. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like modern day fairy tale kind of. Not really, that's a horrible explanation for it. Basically, if you like anything fantasy and very plot based, then this is the show for you. I liked it a lot because that's kind of my cup of tea. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. I really liked it. Definitely gonna continue watching the show because it just was good, you know? So I think you should go watch it right now. So that's the end of that video. I hope that like I kind of helped you decide if you wanted to watch some of these shows. I don't know, I'm not a professional film critic right here, but I will tell you now that my favorite show that I watched was the first show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. My parents and I have been watching that now every single night, and then I also watched like 4 episodes of Love is Blind. For the other shows, however, I have not watched them again, so... Other shows on Netflix that I think you should watch that I didn't include in this video because I've already watched them: Parks and Recreation, The 100, The Good Place, Victorious, and plenty of others. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on, and if you want to, comment down below what other Netflix shows I should check out, because I guarantee there are more than 10 Netflix shows in existence. Or other Hulu shows too. But that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Adios.